On the outskirts of Swaziland's capital, Mbabane, the children of Kafunga district start their school day on a jovial note. They may not have all the learning facilities needed, but at least they're able to get free basic education and daily meals here.
What is this?
This is a book.
30,000 poor children in the country now benefit from over 300 similar neighborhood care points set up by UNICEF 2 years ago. Most of them are AIDS orphans and simply cannot afford to go to school.
9 minus 4.
Swaziland is said to have one of the world's highest HIV infection rates, and as a result, 69,000 children are now orphaned, majority of them left to live in poverty.
The child begins to feel like he or she loses the sense of belonging, more especially because the extended family ties no longer exist in Swaziland. Then it feels like she's been neglected, left to suffer or thrive on her own to exist. But then with the presence of neighborhood care points in the communities, that feeling of belongingness is reinstalled to the children's lives.
These children come from the Dlamini family. After school, they head home to their grandparents' house. Many orphans in Swaziland are being raised either by their siblings or extended family. Having realized they were both infected, the children's parents left 2 years ago, leaving the 4 of them behind. They now rely on the Kafunga neighborhood care point to cater for most of their needs.
The situation used to be very bad. The children were hungry and disturbed when their parents left. Now that they attend the neighborhood care point, they are showing some signs of life and are growing healthy due to the food they receive there.
But not everyone is happy with the project. At the nearby Kafunga Primary School, teachers are worried about the impact of the neighborhood care point in their area.
A number of pupils here have dropped out because they wanted to attend that kind of school which doesn't have much restrictions. The children don't pay school fees, they are not forced to wear uniform, they break early, they are not even punished in most cases. So we have lost a number of children whose parents could be able to pay for them. But because they are taking the advantage that they don't pay anything there, they've withdrawn their children from us. Because they are ignorant, they think they are getting the best of education there. So I, as a head teacher, not happy about it.
In a sense, it's a misconception that it's a parallel system. But the reality is when the school fails the children and they drop out, or the school fees are too high for the children, or the children don't feel welcome, they don't have a school uniform and so on, then they have to land somewhere. This is their safety net, that care point.
In 2004, the government implemented a free antiretroviral treatment program. 2,000 people received the drugs. But an estimated 200,000 Swazis are said to be infected with the HIV virus out of its 1 million people. Although the government has received criticism for being slow to fight the disease, government officials are now breaking the silence and seeking the community's help to bring change.
Whatever the difficulties, my appeal to my colleagues, the teachers, is this is Swaziland's human resource. Let's work together to protect this human resource. If the government is not behaving the right way, we have ways of dealing with governments. One of them is through the ballot box. Kick it out and get a government that will care for people.
Meanwhile, sensitization programs are being implemented in schools to educate students on the disease. This class is learning about the spread of HIV through a story in a fictional setting known as Nobody's Village. In this game, a playboy Joseph infects people in the village with the HIV virus, from his wife to a young virgin named Tandy. The red string symbolizes the HIV virus quickly spreading among villagers through irresponsible sexual behavior.
Later on, Joseph took Nosipho to her bedroom. And when they got into her bedroom, Nosipho started looking for things in her drawers, in the wardrobe. What was she looking for? Condoms.
But while some teenagers are lucky enough to receive this information, many others in the same vulnerable age group may not get this chance, as the government does not provide free education.
If you know any child who is not here at school, but outside, maybe it's your neighbor, or maybe it's a relative, you can raise up your hand so that we can be able to fill in this form.
After everything they've been through, the Dlamini children are beyond their years. The neighborhood care point has given them a new lease on life, but it's only a temporary solution. For until the problems of AIDS and poverty are dealt with, the plight of many Swazi orphans remains uncertain.